Okay, so today we're talking about some ideas to use in your improvisation and ways of practicing scales that are more interesting than just playing the scale up and down, right? So these are based on Barry Harris's method, and check out his masterclasses. They're pretty informative, very informative, and a lot of good information there. But this is based on some of the ideas presented in those masterclasses. So what we're going to use is the G major scale. We're going to take it through all the different positions, and I'm going to show you a pattern that you can use and take through all the positions of G major, and then take it through all your other scales too. So let's get to it. G major scale, we're going to start with this one, the one with G on the 6th string, 2nd finger. And we'll go up. I'll just play the scale for you. I'll put a diagram over there. You probably know this one already, right? Cool. Okay, so the first thing we're going to do now is we're going to play triads off of each note in the scale, and we'll start from the lowest note of the scale. How about that? Or the lowest note in the position. The lowest note in the position, which would be F sharp in this position. So building a triad off of each note means you take the first note, skip the 2nd note, play the 3rd note, so 1, 2, 3, and then you play the 5th note, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So you'll have F sharp, A, and C. That's the lowest one we can play in this position. If you were starting from G, it would be G, B, and D. Make sense? And we're going to do that from each scale degree. So starting from F sharp, we have F sharp diminished, then G major, A minor, B minor, C major, D major, E minor, and then we're back to the F sharp diminished, G, A, B, C, D, and that's as high as we can go in this position. Now coming down, we're going to play the triad backwards, so we'll play 5th, 3rd, root. Nice, right? Already sounds pretty good. Let me play that for you one more time, up and down. I'll start from the F sharp. And then coming down. Beautiful. Okay. Now, what we're going to do that Barry Harris talks about is playing a leading tone, basically a note half step below our starting note. So we play the leading tone for each of these triads. So starting from the F sharp, we'll start on the F natural or E sharp. Right? So we got that. So now we have F sharp, or sorry, the E sharp, F sharp, A, and C. And then when we do the G major triad, we're going to start from F sharp. And then the A minor, we start from G sharp. So we're playing a chromatic note some of the time. Sometimes it's a scale tone, but most of the time it's a chromatic note. So G sharp, A, C, E. That's A sharp, B, D, F sharp. Now this time it's a scale tone. B, C, E, G. And so on like that. Sweet. So we made it up. Now coming down, we're going to play a leading tone to the 5th, or a half step below the 5th of the triad. And so we're doing leading tone, 5th, and then the 3rd root. So a lot of times when we're talking about a leading tone, When you refer to the leading tone in a scale, that's the seventh. But when you're talking about just a leading tone, it's a half step below the note you're talking about. So the leading tone to A would be G sharp. Okay, so we got G sharp, A, F sharp, D. And then for our C major triad, we have a leading tone to G, F sharp. And then following. Oh yeah, I forgot the, there we go. Okay, so let me play that up and down for you real quick. I'll do it a little bit slower. Nice, right? Pretty cool. Okay, so now what we want to do, the next step, is to take this through the other positions. So if you've watched any of my videos, you're probably familiar with these 5 positions for the major scale. There's 2 that start from the 6th string, 2 that start from the 5th string, and 1 that starts from the 4th string. So we did 1 that starts from the 5th string. Moving up the fretboard, the next one we run into is the one that starts from the 4th string, 2nd finger. So the scale up and down from G. So that's starting and ending on G, which is a good way to practice it. Right? But the lowest note in this position is the A, so we'll start there with our triads. So it's going to be A minor, B minor, C major, and so on. So let me show you that real quick. And that's as high as we can go in this position, up to the C. Now coming down. There we go. Okay, now let's do the leading tone thing. Nice, right? There we go. Sweet. So that could be used like for a Dorian too. But we're still thinking G major, right? Next position will be the one from the 5th string, starting with the pinky finger. Nice. Okay, and then we'll do our triads, starting from the lowest one, which is B minor. Sorry, my fingers were wanting to change keys there. Here we go. Okay, so that's triads. Now let's add those leading tones in. Once you get the triads down, of course. You want to get the triads first. And then you can add in the leading tone. That's as high as we can go in this position. There we go. Cool. All right, so now we got 3 out of 5 positions. 2 more to go. Next one, starting from that same G, but with the second finger. This goes all the way down to a D and all the way up to an E. And my rule for these fingerings is no stretches and no stretches, and it stays in position. So the first string has the same fingering as the 6th string. Just, you know, a rule to organize things for myself. Okay, so our lowest note is D. So we're going to start from the D major triad. That's as high as we can go in this position. Now we'll come back down. Okay, and now we add in the chromatics. Okay, and then the last position, last one. This is starting from G on the 6th string with the pinky finger. Nice, right? Okay. Our lowest note is E, so that's where we'll start with our triads. And that's as high as we can go in this position. There we go. Okay, now we add in the chromatic notes. Sweet. Now the chromatic note before the 5th of the chord. There we go. And that's all 5 positions. Right? So we got 5 positions. We got 2 exercises playing the triads. Playing the triads with the leading tone. Cool. Okay, I think that's good enough for now, right? Sweet. Let me know in the comments if you have any questions. I'm going to be putting a PDF in the description, so you can check it out. I'll have tab there too. And awesome. All right, I'll see you on the next one.